So there's a problem, like why are people scared of doing something which they're fully entitled to do?
Yeah, but they're scared even when someone else say that, and we will do this for you. So in some cases, only they
It's a combination of things. I wouldn't pin it down to one thing, but I would say that generally it's a lack of information, right? So, you know, if we take the example, there is almost always an open access option. Like in paleontology, of the 220 journals that exist in our field, something like 1 of them doesn't allow open access. Have a free open access option, I should say. So, all researchers have to do is do a bit of research, and they can actually overcome this education process. And actually do what we're fucking paying them to do. Right? But this lack of information has consequences, because people feel they have no choice in publication venue, right? They say, I have to publish here, I have to pay this much because my PI says, because it's mandated for me, whatever reason. So they're forced to play into this academic game, which just reinforces all the power imbalances between publishers and researchers, between senior researchers and junior researchers. This leads to the system of cultural inertia and innovation, commercial interests end up governing public research, which is disgusting, and the cycle goes round. Every researcher will tell you that they are stuck within this cycle somewhere, if they think about it. And it all comes down to, I feel, guidance and information. So, for example, almost every who's based at a research institute? Well, I think we're all independent here, aren't we? The vast majority of research will say, I have to publish it because, you know, the impact factor is the most important thing. If you then ask them, have you read your promotion and tenure and hiring agreement for your department and for the department, they'll say, no, what is that? Like, they don't actually know. It's like this myth that the impact factor is the most governing thing. And if you actually ask people on hiring committees, it's like, do you just look at the impact factor? They're like, no, it plays a role. You know, but there's this general lack of clarity and guidance, of training, education, and all of this leads to this perception that the incentives they want to do open science don't exist. And that therefore marginalizes people who actually want to do this stuff in the first place. Not because of any actual evidence, but based on a social conditioning.
Do you think there's a chance that some people are making the assumption that while people pay lip service, the idea that impact factor is not that important, it actually is kind of under the hood that important? People suspect that and sense that.
I don't want to speak on behalf of every researcher, but yes, absolutely. Yeah, there are a variety of reasons. And all of it leads to just a complex web of information that leads to, again, the stifling and inertia, really, ultimately. But yeah, ultimately, it's all about what happens in rewards, and no one wants to do anything that's going to compromise their career. And because of the lack of guidance, the lack of incentives to do open science, it means that people feel that higher promotion and tenure decisions either don't account for open science or they explicitly don't. And again, this is just unknown. Like, there's one in-progress research team working on that question right now, and everyone assumes that the impact factor and publish to perish thing is universal. And absolutely no evidence to support that. Okay, right? So these are things that research is a few. So, for me, I feel like we can use this to our advantage. I do a lot of science communication, and I like manipulating people because it's fun. So I feel that it's time to change the conversation. So when people say, I can't do open science because it's going to compromise my career or whatever, you can just say, why do you think that? And they'll come up with one of these myths, which we've just been through. Like, for example, I can't publish open access because I don't have the money, or because there's no high impact journal in my field. And you can just go, bullshit, right? Here's an example. Like, for almost every reason that I ever came across why people don't do this stuff, it's easily countered by evidence. So yeah, for me, it's time to change the conversation. It's not about there being a divergence between open science and career practices, but it's about open science actually enhancing your career. So, as a little example, like during my PhD, I used to blog and tweet about my research as it was ongoing. That ultimately led to 5 papers being published, 3 of them on fossil crocodiles, because they realized I was writing out my research as it was in progress. And I was contacted by researchers in Scotland, and they said, hey, we have all this other crocodile stuff, can you give us some advice on it, and we'll get publications. And I got 3 during my PhD. Most PhD students will finish the PhD with maybe one publication, and I got 3 out of 1 side project. As well as that, it led to, I guess, what we call Open Science global collaborations, where we started writing about things like open access and peer review online. And Santa and Lisa both joined me for the second paper. There you go, Santa. And we wrote papers about like the future of open access and the future of peer review as global collaborators between people who had never even met, just by being unconventional and like going out there and saying, hey, who wants to work on this project? It was like a hackathon almost, like for a year to write these things. And at the moment, like these are some of being heralded as some of like the most sort of key papers in development in open access and peer review at the moment, which is kind of great. We just sort of did it by being unconventional and not doing what we're supposed to be doing, and it worked pretty well. And I'm pretty sure like almost every author here now is considered to be like an expert in peer review and invited to conferences around the world now because they've demonstrated an interest in this, even though not a single one of these researchers is an expert in peer review. They're all just average Joe researchers like me, Lisa, and stuff. So that was pretty cool. But like, yeah, so anyway, as a message, like that shows that like by being open about your research, you can progress yourself in ways that traditional methods of assessment and evaluation still value. So I finished my PhD with 14 research papers and won our Department's Award for Research Excellence a year before I was eligible to do it at one of the top universities in the world. And I did that after a pledge to be open about my research. And the same has happened to almost every other single person who made a similar pledge. So Aaron McKinnon, Jon Tennant, Chris Harper, who's been 3 close colleagues, they all made pledges to be better open scientists. And they are now basically leaders in their field. Just after 2, like, do you know how often? In fact, you're so well known that, we launched Geoscience Communication and Open Access Journal the other day. The executive editor-in-chief wanted me to invite you to be on our very elite advisory board because he knows you because of your open science work and communication. So don't consider that the formal invite, we'll talk about it later. So just again, like every single story that people tell about open science shows how adapting and adopting these processes helps them to be better researchers and to accelerate themselves in their field. And if you want to again look at like traditional methods of evaluation, so citations are academic currency, correct? Yes. Citations mean everything. In general, research shows that open access gives you a substantial boost for your citations. And yeah, great, okay, cool. In fact, in the future, there's not likely going to be an open access citation advantage because everyone will realize that and everything will be open access because everybody wants to get more citations. So, in fact, what we'll start calling it will be a closed access citation disadvantage. So like if you don't want your work to be cited, paywall it. Change the composition. Right? The same is true for data. You share your data, you get more citations. Not only that, if you share your data, there's a reasonable chance that someone will say, hey, your data is awesome, I want to reuse it for this project, do you want to collaborate on it? And you go, yes. The same is true for preprints, the same is true for sharing your code. All of it gains you more attention, more recognition, more prestige, all of the things that matter for your status within your research community and your advancement in a formal manner. Open science actually gives you such a massive advantage. In fact, we've been trying to say for the last few weeks now, we've been asking on social media, like, has any single person who ever adopted, open science principles or practice ever gone backwards in their career? And the answer is no. Because every single person who's in this open science community is now like a leader in their field and pushing boundaries. And it's hilarious because 5 years ago, people were saying open access is going to cost you your career. And now we're all like, actually, we're doing pretty fucking well, thank you. How's your paywall? They're basically stagnating and being dragged into this by like policies and mandates, rather than just adopting processes of just doing good research. So, yeah. So this is Ahmed Mugamladri. Has anybody met this guy? He's the head of Open Access Nigeria, and absolutely bloody wonderful. Back in 2014, I was flagging a bit during my PhD and open advocacy, and it was at the first OpenCon in Washington, DC. And Ahmed, he got up on stage and he gave an incredibly impassioned talk about how open access impacts the lives of researchers and members of the public in Nigeria. And he finished it by saying, like, he's like, it's crazy, like, open access wins all the arguments all the time. So why aren't people doing it? And if anybody can offer an actual answer to this, beyond laziness, misinformation, yada yada yada, then I'd love to hear it, because I think really this is laziness a lot of the time for academics. Like, for example, with PaleoArchive, I know that we have about 1,300 followers on Twitter who are all aware that our platform exists. Each one of them probably has an average of like 10 papers. So the potential community which could upload its papers for free onto PaleoArchive is, what's that mass? 13,000 papers could be uploaded potentially. Like as of back of the envelope estimate. Yet we've felt 70. And I know that those researchers know that they can do this because I've spoken to them about it. And it's like, why don't you do it? It's like, well, I don't have the time. It's like, well, it takes 5 minutes, and then the conversation dies. And well, I've got more important things to be doing. And then I said, if anybody ever says, I don't have the time to make my research public, I say, maybe the public should find more students to do that some of you do. You're taking public money, give something back to them. Read this paper. Basically, it's a paper about what I just said about how open science doesn't compromise your career, but it helps you succeed. So if we go back to this is what people believe. If you speak to your average Joe academic, they say, I can't do open science because I don't compromise my career. I'm going to tell you now, it's bullshit. Okay? Every piece of evidence shows that actually open science practices are completely aligned with the direction of your career. It's the first time I'm going to use this today. Yeah. And what you have to do, though, in order to help people realize this, is use education to overcome the suite of social and technical barriers which we went through earlier, including fear, right? And the fact that people don't know, despite the fact that these options are available to them. Like, because again, while there's a huge demand for these sorts of things, no one's actually teaching. You see little pockets of training every now and then at maybe like a workshop for 4 or 5 people at a university or something. It's not enough. It's not enough. Like if we're talking about overhauling the scholarly publishing and communication system and the entire research process across the world, then a workshop is not going to cut it. And that's where this comes in. So the Open Science MOOC. So this is something which we started last year. People who work for the MOOC call themselves the MOOCeteers. I don't know about them. But yeah, it's supposed to be a massively online open training platform for researchers to learn about the theory and the practice behind different aspects of open science. So, for example, I think this speaks so much. So, for example, things like open collaboration, about how to be more reproducible, about how to use open source software, about how to actually do effective statistics and data analysis. All of the things which we should be doing as core competencies for researchers. For some god-known reason, we're not doing. The idea came about from a stupid tweet over in Vietnam last year. Remember? We were talking about it in Vietnam in Hanoi.
Remember that?
So, hey, wouldn't it be a great idea to set up like an open science MOOC? And I tweeted out the idea. I got like 100 responses. People saying, "Great, when are you going to build it?" And I was like, "Oh shit." So I was like, "Okay, fine." And yeah, then the idea was sort of catalyzed by these European Commission reports, where they had this huge gap between actually, what they were saying that was needed and actually putting it into practice. So we actually messaged around the European Commission and said, "Hey, we're going to build this MOOC. Are you interested?" And yes, they are. At the moment, we have like 150 volunteers signed up to help contribute with this, and it's growing all the time. We haven't even put out a call for contributions yet, and we already have 150 people signed up to help. We've got a pretty strong international steering committee. This is on that too. All the usual stuff. We've got a code of conduct and necessary terms of service. We're currently migrating the entire website from WordPress to Git pages, just to keep our open credentials in place. And everything which we do happens in the open on GitHub, Etherpad, or Google Drive. So it's a completely open project. We're actually doing this to proper educational standards too. So we've got, thankfully, I'm not an educator, I'm an open source enthusiast in getting college. But we've got feedback from people And everything is like becoming really nicely structured. We've got like an actual formalized protocol about content development now. Every module has a rationale, definitive learning outcomes, and key resources which go towards that. So at the moment, the MOOC has the biggest collection of resources, existing resources for open science that exists out there on the website. Easy peasy. But like the learning outcomes tell us, or are the things to expect researchers who commit to the project, or commit to the MOOC to come out with. So for example, this one's reproducible research and data analysis. Sorry it's so small. But it says, the researcher will be able to use a range of resources to create and implement a workflow for reproducible research, including lab notebooks and tools for sharing code and data. It's very simple, but like basically, anyone who takes this MOOC, they can't tick that box at the end to that module, hasn't really progressed. And everyone who does tick that is all of a sudden a much more powerful scientist than they were before, which is fantastic. And this is just one outcome for one module at the moment. At the moment, we're in pilot mode, so we're developing the module for open research software and open source, which I guess some of you guys might like, with Alex Morley from the University of Cambridge and Kevin Norman from MIT. Again, all the development for this is going to happen in the open. Like, we're literally going to go through like a step-by-step process in GitHub, which anybody can contribute to, based on like a core team comprising people from like the Open Source Initiative, Software Carpentry, other open science enthusiasts and organizations. And yeah, we're going to build a module, and then we're going to send out for testing. At the moment, the idea is to send out to about 1,600 research institutes around Europe for beta testing and feedback. Use that to refine our protocol and content, and then use that as a blueprint for developing the other 9 modules, which we should hopefully begin launching in around February 2019. And yeah, we already have research institutes who have committed to having the MOOC as part of like their formal training schemes. And we're developing like partner organizations at the moment to create some sort of open science consortium. So if anybody's interested in that, then let me know. Yeah, everything's going to be open, like I said. Yeah, our original partners include the German National Library and Leiden University, so 2 pretty hefty universities in the EU. And our first partner which we announced the other day was Open Knowledge Maps, because they're amazing. And they're very similar to us, a little grassroots community platform. So yeah, the next steps are just to develop a pilot module and test that with real life researchers. Develop a campaign for strategic partners, so these are mostly just organizations that are geared towards some aspect of open science, and bring them together to adopt a strategic approach to furthering global open scholarship practices. Yeah, and then ultimately solve the open science education crisis. So that's the easy part. And someone mentioned Aaron Schwartz earlier. It was Aaron Schwartz for you. So yes. Yeah, I quit my job in December 2017 because I didn't have enough time to work on this. Mr. Schwartz says, what's the most important thing you could be working on in the world right now? And if you're not working on that, why aren't you? And that's why I work on it.